Hello, Cancer. How are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading, Cancer. We are going to connect with your energies for these days. I remind you that these are general readings, so I am going to ask you to take what resonates and what is not, simply let it go. And please consult your moon and rising sign, because they let you see something more of what may be coming. I am going to start your reading with the fairies. From the goddesses. Messages from the goddesses. Well, Guinevere is the goddess connecting us to true love. She tells me that the romantic commotions of your heart have pushed the universe to send a great love your way. She tells me, that the romantic stirrings within your heart have propelled the universe to send you a great love. This is a gift. It is a gift for many of you because of what you lived through in a past relationship, because of the pain of a past relationship, the frustration of a connection that didn't work out, the sorrow, the grief, the tears, right? Because of how unfair this whole situation felt. This will be for some, for those interested, obviously, in connecting with this energy. Or perhaps life is surprising you at this very moment when you least expected it with a person whom God, the Master, the universe, and energy are sending your way. Someone who would be that great love you have been waiting for. So get yourself ready because true love is finally arriving. Let us take a look and see what the fairies have to reveal for us today, Cancer. Please keep in mind that these tarot readings are always generalized. There may be times when the message deeply resonates with you, and there may be other times when it does not. Beyond these general insights, you are always more than welcome to reach out if you would like to have a private personal reading with me. You can do it without any problems. It is scheduled through the website. You always have the address here in the video, which you can see easily. And you have a pinned comment on your sign that takes you directly to the page. Well, let's see what the fairies let us see. Let's see. Well, 2 came out there. Well, the King of Cups, True Love, the Hanged Man card, the 5 of Pentacles card, and the Prince of Wands card, the Prince of Spring. Well, what is happening? Do you know why life is compensating you in a big way? Because what you had or had relatively recently was not entirely it was not entirely available to you, or it did not make you feel fulfilled, or things started to happen that made you feel outside of the relationship, outside of the connection, or there were things that did not quite click for you, or things turned around suddenly because everything was going well, but things started to turn around suddenly. That person was not for you, or was not for you at this moment, or it was a situation you had to live through to elevate yourself, to grow, to know yourself better, to love yourself, and then wait for true love, right? To learn from this situation that you are worth more than anything and anyone else. And life gives you that King of Cups. King of Cups is the card that obviously speaks to us of true love. Someone who is coming clearly to take a place. Someone who intends, or rather wants to take a very important place in your heart and in your life. Someone who is emotionally mature, someone faithful, pleasant, and deeply in love, someone you can truly trust. Whether it is a man or a woman, they are someone who comes to you with their heart in their hand, someone who also wants to be fully involved and connect with you on a deep level, all without any forced effort. It is about letting things happen exactly as they should, letting everything simply bloom and unfold in its own natural, beautiful way for you. So prepare yourself for moments of great, true connection, loving and aligned with what you deserve. Because here, the dream, the desire, everything you have lost, right? The dream, the desire, time, the money, the will, the energy, the moments, especially things that cannot be recovered anymore. Because as they say, and it may sound like a cliche, money comes and goes, but there are things we never recover. And I think life is compensating you. It is compensating you in a big way with this. Because the Hanged Man does not only produce a brutal transformation on a personal level that connects you a lot with the spiritual. It makes you feel, well, cleaner energetically. Your mind starts to feel enlightened. You also understand that for everything done, for all the sacrifice and everything you have postponed, life is compensating you in a big way. And you truly appreciate your life in a completely different way. You gain a fresh vision, you adopt new viewpoints, or you begin to see every situation from an entirely different perspective. You find yourself feeling much more mature, more centered, and above all, you change many of the ways you once looked at a situation, or even at your life as a whole. You finally understand that this pause you have been living through, this period of stillness, right? This pause where you constantly find yourself asking, when will it be my turn? When will my time finally arrive? It all begins to make sense now, as you realize that this phase of waiting was not a waste, but a profound period of preparation for the transformation you are currently undergoing, allowing you to move forward with a much clearer, deeper, and more authentic understanding of who you truly are. Sorry, but it can be any type of pause, not just an emotional pause. It can be an economic pause. It can be a work pause. It can be a pause in family matters, right? Well, When will it be my turn? Well, when will it fully be my turn? Because I told you there is a Five of Pentacles. I feel that what you had been receiving was not enough. It was like very little, or it was not what belonged to you. And so you took it up to a certain point because there came a moment when you did not want to choose it anymore and you excluded yourself. And that made you feel quite bad. In any of the circumstances where you received less than you deserved, then life says, enough. That's it. That sacrifice has to be rewarded. Help is on the way, and situations are arising that will allow you to move past this difficult time. This is why true love is now flooding your energy and spirit completely. It is a great time for you to start looking elsewhere, whether it concerns a relationship or beginning to notice specific financial changes taking place. You should start paying attention to how these shifts are beginning to unfold. I'm not entirely sure if this Knight of Wands is arriving to announce something specific related to your professional life, or if perhaps he is here to help get your career moving forward. He may also be here to help you overcome a specific difficulty, which obviously seems to be connected to your financial lack or current scarcity. However, it is also very possible that a surprise is about to emerge with the sudden appearance of that particular person, who is quite obviously very deeply involved with you right now. I feel that there is a significant energy shift happening, and you should be prepared for the developments that this person is currently bringing into your life. It comes as quite a surprise. It is something that you simply are not expecting at all, and certainly not from this particular person. Now, what is actually going on here? I truly feel that this is someone who carries a fairly fresh and new energy into the situation. They are not someone who is currently present in your life and looking to find their way back in to start things over again. It could be, but I don't know. I think that if that's the case, Cancer will be looking the other way because they're starting to see the same situation from a few different angles now, and they know. They're waking up to the fact that they can't keep accepting just a little at a time anymore, right? They can't go on being given only part of what they need. If they are going to receive it, let them be given everything. So, well, here we are talking about another type of context. And a Knight of Wands, or perhaps I should say a King of Cups, right? This one is definitely ready for anything, isn't it? But the Knight of Wands can be someone who simply refuses to settle for having lost you, and who might keep drifting back and forth, coming and going, until you finally find the right way to truly and completely connect with this King of Cups in a meaningful way. You have to keep in mind that this person is trying to find their footing, so just stay patient as you navigate this connection and decide what you really want for yourself. It may very well be that this person appears by pure chance right at the moment you begin to get your love life in order. Let us see exactly what they have to tell us, because the Knight of Wands, is a total nonconformist. He is, quite frankly, an eternal nonconformist who refuses to play by the rules or settle down into the conventional path that you might be looking for. Well, some very beautiful news that resolves financial problems. It makes everything take off rapidly, and whatever feels like a hurdle or an obstacle today will soon disappear or come to an end. It is time for everything to finally shift in your favor, bringing you great relief. You move at the speed of the wind like the changes move in your life. There is nothing left for tomorrow. I mean, for yesterday, it is for today, for today, for today, for today, not for tomorrow or for yesterday, for today. Today, we start working on this. Today, we move on this. Papers are moved, money is moved, work is moved, calls are moved, communications are moved, clients are moved, many things are moved. The action is focused on economic progress for you. And at the same time, they also give you something you like, you are fascinated by, you love, and you are going to get into it. It is a new period of life full of productivity, full of abundance, and above all, full of possibilities for you to be able to plant a new harvest in this place. That's why I see you so strongly connected with someone new. Do you know what's happening? You've awakened here. Judgment is a major wake-up call that you either already had or are about to have, and it makes it possible for you to finally break out of the box you were in, where you had been sluggish, asleep, or almost dead inside. Because the drawer opens, literally what is the drawer opens, and the angels, who are the ones who call you to awaken, who are your spiritual guides, are the ones you have connected with in the process of the Hanged Man. They tell you, Cancer, wake up, activate. Because we have to move, we have to get out of here, we have to change reality, we have to change your life, we have to change the way. If you had been carrying out the situation and you were receiving something that you know was little or that you no longer deserved, why do you keep maintaining it? Then it is as if you have a great realization or illumination that makes you wake up to what you were living through, and you finally move forward into a new phase. And right now, you are making the conscious choice to pivot away from a familiar reality that no longer serves your growth in order to open yourself up to a completely new path. When we look at it literally, the Judgment card is a powerful force that truly demands that you open your eyes wide. It is a clarion call to finally pay close attention to the various signs surrounding you. You must start listening to those subtle spiritual signals, to the messages hidden within your own thoughts, and to your deep-seated intuition. You also need to pay attention to your physical health, the dynamics within your personal bonds and relationships, and even to the experiences you lived through in your past. Everything you went through happened for a meaningful reason. Those past moments were the lessons required to forge you into the resilient, wise person that you are standing here today. Take this moment to fully embrace your evolution so that you can take into account what has been learned, replicate what helped you, and not repeat what did you so much damage. So it is a moment of great, great, great evaluation, and there you become aware. It is a call. Judgment is a great call to what is, well, a decision that in many cases simply does not have a way to turn back. This is a decision that you have absolutely no way of changing because you are making it in such a forceful and truly authentic way, especially when you consider what is being revealed to you right now. You are clearly recognizing that this path and the choice you are making is ultimately what is going to be much better for you in the long run. It is much better to receive this from what is a complete relationship, from what is a job in a different way, or that they recognize you or pay you differently, or start something that you are going to undertake with that money solution that is seen through the Page of Pentacles. It is something you love deeply and it makes everything move, right? So of course you are moving beyond your current condition. You have a very strong connection here. Children are part of the life purpose. Children, grandchildren, nephews, or children with whom you work. Well, in reality, Cancer obviously connects very well with children and with animals. Children can be for you a source of vital energy. Feeding yourself on the laughter of children, sharing time with the children, grandchildren, children, nephews, godchildren, or friends' children too, for you would be very, very convenient. But also think if this is not the moment that also had to wake you up. A call to service with children. In whatever way it is, you're very special, at least to one child. Some of you who are listening to me know that you are very special to a child, and that child is an angel on earth. So let's trust and decree that all this energy of blessing reaches you.